TOC, Technology Oversight Committee. However, it is interesting to notice that one of their projects that's in this report is the removal of rack servers or old iron legacy servers. We didn't actually get the verbal specifics in the presentation of what type of equipment is going to be vacated from the Portland building as that undergoes its many $100+ million renovation. And when it's gone, how many homeless people will be able to sleep in the server room? Hopefully we'll have a better solution at the end of the year when those old iron pieces or server rack equipment is gone. We'll have someplace better to emergency shelter people than the plastic covered second floor meeting rooms of the Portland building. One thing that I think that has never been under the purview of the TOC and needs to be is police accountability statistics and reporting. I think especially today, people would love if not just under the United States versus City of Portland for the DOJ settlement, but under the Technology Oversight Committee, we made it, the incident reports were plain from the IPR so that people could go and look and see, oh, the armory of the Portland police is 7 pepper balls and 13 rubber bullets less than it was 2 days ago.
Folks, again, I've offered to meet with people on this subject after the city council meeting across the street. No, actually, public testimony has to be on the item that's being discussed. This is not a discussion about police accountability. This is about the technology project. I'm still very happy to meet with people on this other issue after the meeting across the street in the park. But let's please keep our testimony germane to these issues, because we do have people who are here to testify on these subjects, and we're taking their time away.
Thank you. And I am serious.
And we're stepping on their voice, and that is not fair to them.
I am serious that in addition to that work from the city attorney's office and the teams who've got working on the DOJ settlement, that it's interesting that other projects have come under the purview of the TOC and are in the report, but improving government transparency on police activity has never been there. So it's something for you to think about. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, guys. My name's Jessie Sponberg. Forgive me, I'm really scared right now. I wanted to talk about the moving of the records from the Portland building and the seismic requirements that we'll have to make sure that we look. I can't even think right now, knowing that last time I came here and tried to testify and he brought the police, they almost snapped my head off my neck for no reason. So please forgive me if I'm shaking right now and if my voice wavers, because it's taking a tremendous amount of courage for me to sit in front of you, knowing the kind of brutality that you authorize on people like me. So please, forgive me for speaking up here and forgive me for speaking in the streets, but I'm honestly scared. So don't let this brave face betray how much I'm sweating right now, or how I can feel drops of sweat running down my arms, knowing that at any time one of these women could be thrown down the stairs, or I could be thrown on top of Teresa Rayford, who asked me to tell you hi. She's in the hospital right now and she's getting better. So let me get through this. So the thing is, we're moving our records out of the Portland building to a safer location because the Portland building needs seismic upgrades. But the truth is, if the city of Portland was to experience an earthquake that was close enough to the Hanford Nuclear Reservation or to the Columbia Generating Station, can you see me shaking, Ted? Is this how you fucking lead a city, man? You got it. So, if there's an earthquake in Portland, it's going to hit those 11 fault lines on which the Columbia Generating Station sits. It's the same model as they have in Fukushima. For us to spend all that money on the Portland building, when people are dying in the streets, even though I can't even get my thoughts together. Why are those cops here, Ted? Why the fuck are those cops here, Ted?
Mr. Sponberg.
Okay, I'm sorry. If the Columbia Generating Station should fall victim to a seismic event, the entire city of Portland downwind from the place on the Columbia River, which is only 210 nautical miles upstream, will turn into a wasteland on the level of Chernobyl. I don't think it's a responsible use of city money right now to dump so much in a place when people are dying in the streets, including babies. And I just think it's unfortunate that you are so pressed to just handle the everyday city business when this city is still on fire, Ted. But now it's even worse. There's babies dying, people are being shot in the face, and you with that same stone face are just business as usual. And it really hurts my feelings.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Star Sponberg. This is the first time that you and I are face to face. It's not the first time that I have met these other folks. You're new as well. Well, I have a lot to say about technology oversight, but like Jessie, I'm having trouble finding my words. I'm curious why there are so many police here for what is seemingly a business as usual city hall meeting, but
How many police are there?
22.
there are 22
Standing right outside the door waiting to beat our asses.
Well, I don't see any police in the chamber.
They're waiting.
Anyway, keep going.
Amanda, will you show them where they are?
You ordered them.
Will you show them? You really don't know there's 22 cops here?
Excuse me, folks,
You just
listen.
asked us.
I'm getting back to continue your testimony. Please continue. Let's try and keep this moving.
We have
I'm
one up
assuming
there.
that technology oversight that includes the uses of our available technology right now. Maybe not, but right now we have technological resources throughout this city. Police, in fact, who 22 of them are upstairs right now, could concur that they have resources available to lend aid to the community rather than just terrorize the community. And I'm just curious why that is not being talked about more. Why is that not more of a pressing issue for you? When I see
This testimony is not relevant to the issue at hand. Could you, is that the end of the public testimony?
We have 2 more people signed up.
Okay, unless you have testimony that's germane to the issue at hand, I'm going to have to ask you to move on.
I have a whole minute and a half left.
To talk about the item at hand. If you're not going to talk about
Which
the
is
item at
technology
hand,
oversight, correct?
that's correct.
And so what I'm talking about is the use of the technology that we currently have available to us here in the city of Portland in regards to how it can benefit our community and not just this council and the police force that seem to have a controlling utilization of that technology. The police themselves are a major piece of technology for this community that need to be deployed in servicing the community instead of terrorizing the community. So if we're talking about technology oversight, then I'd like to talk about that, because they are a piece of technology in this city. That is relevant. It may not be the words that you would have chosen, but it is definitely relevant. And as a woman and a community member in this city that goes out day after day after day and works with the community and builds a relationship with them, you don't get to tell me my voice isn't relevant. I will come back every single Wednesday if that's what it takes until you acknowledge that my voice is relevant. Right up there. He has the technology available to him right now to utilize it for the benefit of this community, for the actual safety of this community, to lend aid to those who are dying of exposure, to lend aid to people who are just trying to utilize their rights to peacefully assemble. If we're talking about technology oversight, then I guess my question is, why are you using the technology available to terrorize instead of better your community?
Thank you.
Ask the question. The last 2 are Standard Schaefer and Robert West.
Again, name for the record, please. Please stick to the item at hand.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Standard Schaefer. I'm representing a group called Empower Portland, particularly their ad hoc committee around seeming communication problems between emergency services and the PPD. And so I'm curious about how this technology is going to improve that. So far, investigations seem to show that there's an extreme communication problem, that when police officers are tear gassing innocent civilians.
I'm sorry, this is not germane to the issue.
It's absolutely germane. The police, I've talked to the fire department about this, and they don't know what kind of gas you guys are using.
Again, people,
they don't know how to triage
injured
patients.
On this subject, I've agreed to meet across the street after
will
this
you meet with my group about
if you want, you can sign up like everybody else for communications, like the other people behind you.
This is a technological issue. We're discovering breakdowns in the protocol by the fire department, the emergency services, and the PPD.
No, what you're doing is you're gumming up the meeting so that people who want to testify on other issues are going to get less time.
Will you guys meet with us about this problem? Because people are being injured and there's no communication between PPD and emergency services about how to properly triage these victims. Would you agree to meet with my group and discuss?
I have already said I will be available in the park after this meeting. Well, it depends on you how long you want to make this meeting, because we have another meeting this afternoon, so it's really up to you guys. Could I ask you to state your name for the record, please? He was not speaking to the subject, so I've moved on.
There's a communication breakdown by these people.
My name is Robert West.
It's not a communication problem, it's a listening problem.
You need to meet
Sir, go ahead.
My name is Robert West. I'm with From the Police 911, and there's a couple things I want to bring up. One is Keith Davis is banned from City Council because one of the commissioner workers filed an anti-stalking order against him, which now prohibits Keith Davis from coming in to testify. I think that is absolutely 100% wrong. Keith Davis should be able to come to City Council just like everyone else.
To do with the issue at hand.
And
so unless you're going to get to
I also wanted
I'm going to have to ask you to stop.
I also wanted to bring up the fact that a little child was gassed. Portland police fired tear gas at a little child.
You know, I hate to do this, folks. We're going to have to take another recess. I'm sorry for those of you who showed up today to testify on these items. We'll take a recess.
He was the last one, though. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, drink your fucking coffee.
Don't blame
you
me.
work for us. We pay your paycheck, okay?
The other people I work for also
fuck you.
To this chamber. Yeah, thank you for that.
A bunch of wimpies. Go to your room. God. Take a good look there, Danny boy. You're going, you're going. So what do we do now? We wait. The cops are going to be ready. I just got my mocha, man.
Just got my mocha.
I mean, go into reset. So what do we do now?
Well, I'm doing something.
Well, let me explain this to everyone. Keith Davis, the courts granted an anti-stalking order against Keith Davis because one of Nick Fish's workers said that Keith Davis threatened him. So Keith Davis is prohibited for a year from coming to City Hall.
Yeah. They got a stalking order against.
Yeah.
That's a new thing.
Huh? Yeah, I did go to court with Keith. Last week.
Yeah, Friday. It was a busy day for him.
Huh? I believe it was. Keith Davis. they one of Nick Fish's people or one of the commissioners workers walked up to Keith and goes, aren't you a sex offender? And Keith goes, told the dude to go fuck himself, and then the guy approached Keith again. And Keith goes, well, if you have an issue with me, we can deal with it legally and take it to a boxing rink. And the dude ran and filed an anti-stalking order against Keith. Huh? Yeah.
I know, but I'm having lingering effects psychologically. Quit trying to guilt me. He's trying to make me feel guilty. I'm not sending my contact with you. I got tear gas and the shit hurts. It's not like
Listen, let me finish this. That's what we want. Last thing, no, I was trying to figure out what they were looking at. Like that's one. They should stop doing it.
Everybody that signed up is actors. Nobody else there's something bullshit. None of those other three people talk. None of these guys even care. They look around the room and nobody asks a question.